beautiful LJ.
Yeah. Finna go off on this shit. Yeah. City of angels, that's where we from. Whole lot of hotels, whole lot of funds. We don't give a fuck, we do what we want. Throw up a star, throw up a gun. Just bought a mic, finna go stupid. Shout out my uncle, con little bullet. Lil tweaked out, bitch, don't know what she doing. Told her Kate Ross and she got her ass moving. Ponderos and smoke said she gotta be the vibing. Pull up a beat and they know that I'm rhyming. Dope man pulled her, what good timing. Bad bitch cute and she looking like she wildin'. I don't give a fuck. What's up, V.Gang? Vita back with a new video, and today we have a very serious and sad video brought to us by Destiny. I don't know if that's a real person or not, but the video is called the TikTok challenge that took her life. And you know, the evolution of social media has just evolved so much, and there's been so many different things that have took people's life. Like there's been that one game, Flappy Bird, that took people's lives. There's been Pokemon Go, Instagram, Twitter. People know about this shit already, and I don't know what this girl did, but I know it definitely was for fame or some shit.
I took some Benadryl last night. Her death was caused by a toxic level of an ingredient commonly found in Benadryl.
In May, Amber Jewison treated 3 teens in 1 week at Cook Children's. Each had overdosed on Benadryl after watching others on TikTok do it and encourage it. The family of 12-year-old Meredith Prohaska is trying to figure out why her life was cut short.
They wanted to get high and see how it felt because of these videos.
It's called the Benadryl Challenge.
You know, it's as if with each passing day, we as a society stray further and further away from God. So there's this new TikTok challenge, right, that teenagers are doing where they have to swallow 12 to 14 Benadryl pills in one sitting. And I'm just gonna have to come out and say that this is by far the deadliest trend/challenge that I've ever seen on the internet.
And then people with the Tide Pods and shit, like, bro, people take this shit too far, man. It's like become the new thing where being stupid is funny. And sometimes it is, but doing this shit, that's not fucking funny. Like
internet, aside from the Skull Breaker challenge I made a video on towards the earlier part of 2020. Now, I don't know who created this challenge or why they did, but all I know is that they're probably dead by now, because messing around with these kinds of drugs can put you in the hospital for sure. And to educate you guys a little bit about what Benadryl is. Benadryl, or diphenhydramine, is a specific kind of antihistamine used to treat pain, itching, insect bites, swelling, burns, fevers, allergies, and more. This drug is not a game or a toy to be played with. It's used to treat some of the most severe kinds of illnesses. But in this instance, idiots on TikTok, as always, are using it for some dumb challenge. And I just can't wrap my mind around how someone could think that swallowing a dozen of these pills, or any pills for that matter, would be a bright idea. It says here, 3 teenagers hospitalized after doing Benadryl challenge on TikTok. The allergy medicine has been used to invoke trips and hallucinations, which is what they're aiming for with this whole thing. And if that's what you really wanted to do, it would be better if these teenagers would, you know, go smoke some weed or something like that. That would be way much safer than literally trying to kill yourself with pills that are not intended to be used for recreational purposes. But it goes on to say, a new TikTok challenge has led to the hospitalization of 3 teenagers after they overdosed on an allergy medicine. The so-called Benadryl challenge, dubbed more so by the media than anyone on the actual app, sees some TikTok users taking excessive amounts of the over-the-counter medication in order to get high and hallucinate.
I took some Benadryl last night.
The hashtag Benadryl currently has 5.4 million views on TikTok, with videos featuring both people doing the challenge as well as those advising against it. And surprisingly, well, actually, it's not surprising. I found an old video of Tana Mongeau saying that she actually once overdosed on Benadryl too.
And they'll drink it and they let the effects of Benadryl hit them all at once, and they fight the tiredness that Benadryl gives you. And the effects of that are literally similar or identical to that of LSD or acid. So drinking a half a bottle of Benadryl will give you the effects of LSD or acid, and I just drank more than 3/4.
And of course, Tana Mojo's dumbass would have done something like that. You know, even people in her comment section, her own fans were saying, OMG, Benadryl is nothing like acid. Please never say that. Please never ever trip on Benadryl. It's nothing like acid. Acid is a psychedelic, the chemical that makes you trip. That's in Benadryl is a deliriant which can make you have a nightmare trip. It puts you in a delirious state that will make you see things that aren't there, hearing things, and some people have a psychotic breakdown and never fully recover. Now, to be fair, Tana made this video about 4 years ago, so she must have been around the ages of 17 to 18, you know, pretty much a dumbass. I mean, she's still a dumbass, but she was even dumber back then. I'm pretty sure over the years she's learned a lot more, you know, I'm hoping. I even found a girl who overdosed on Benadryl and died when she was at the age of 12.
It's an ingredient found in many cold and allergy medicines, but it ended up killing a 12-year-old Waukesha girl.
According to the medical examiner, her death was caused by a toxic level of an ingredient commonly found in Benadryl.
To die from a dose of Benadryl in the absence of a sort of pre-existing cardiac conduction problem is exceedingly rare.
And this girl who apparently did the challenge said, so I might have took 10 Benadryls and chiefed my brother's pen just to feel something. I don't know what that means, but clearly if you're high, you're not going to be able to form a proper sentence. And I'm going to see if I can actually find the video right now, because this is only a screenshot. Now, I did manage to find her TikTok page since she's 18 here. Let me see if I can find the video, though. So I'm interested in seeing what she actually said.
Update 1, I feel really weird. I'm really tired. But I hear you have to overcome the tiredness to feel high, and I feel it, kinda. I don't know. This is deadass update 2, but whatever. It's deadass, like, 2 minutes after, but my body, it feels like half of me is, like, sinking into the bed, like, falling asleep, but the other half is, like, pulling. It's, like, pulling myself up, but I feel it. I don't know, it's weird. So I don't know if it worked or not, but I'm hella tired. And my chest just hurts, like.
And it's if you actually have some real problems too, like I have anxiety.
It gets a shock, and then that just makes me drop my arm or just like stop when I'm doing handspring. How many fucking times am I gonna say it's weird? It's weird, like, bitch, I know it's weird. Bro, I keep spazzing. It's crazy. Like, my chest really hurts, and then my fucking arm spazzes. What do? I don't want to feel this.
And upon reading the comment section, she actually said, I don't recommend, but I was hallucinating. Someone said, are you okay now? She said, I feel better now, but I kept spazzing, trying to fall asleep, but never again. Drink some water. That's how I felt when I was overdosing. What was happening? She said, I took 10 Benadryl. Listen, I'm just going to have to come out and say it right now. You have to be a complete fucking idiot to try any of this. Like, I understand. There's a lot of you out there, you know, teenagers who have drug problems. You know, a lot of you are hooked on a lot of different shit, and it's very unfortunate. And if you are one of those teens, seek help. Even if you're an adult, seek help. However, if you do depend on drugs to function daily, please just stay away from Benadryl. You know, go, do something else. Light up a cig. Smoke a joint. Take a shot or two of vodka before heading to work. Do whatever you gotta do, but just stay away from Benadryl. And yes, Kaylee, I am talking to you too, because clearly you got a drug problem as well. A doctor said, simply put, as you approach the dose that leads to hallucinations that the challenge calls for, the risk for seizures and deadly cardiac arrhythmias significantly increases. Increasing the doses of Benadryl typically leads to sleepiness, confusion, vomiting, agitation, elevated heart rate, which can precipitate a cardiac arrhythmia, as well as seizures. People may also require intubation, mechanical breathing assistance, to secure their airway in the setting of a significant overdose. So yeah, you're pretty much gonna die if you overdose without medical assistance. Like, I don't understand why you would willingly participate in taking this challenge when you know the risks. I found another story related to this whole Benadryl challenge, and I'm going to read it for you guys. One of the teens who ended up at Cook Children's Hospital is a 14-year-old girl named Rebecca. She took 14 Benadryl pills in the middle of the night on Memorial Day. I got a call from mom, and she was telling me I needed to wake up, said Katie, Rebecca's mother. I didn't know what was happening. Katie was asleep when Rebecca appeared in her older sister's bedroom, obviously intoxicated from the pills. The eldest sister called their grandmother for help, likely trying to avoid getting in trouble with their parents.
The people I looked
crazy.
up to were kind of like,
it was scary. She had fractured sentences, hallucinations. Her resting heart was at 199. And in case you guys didn't know, 199 is just like at the very extreme of where a heart rate should be. And in fact, the typical heart rate for a kid around the age of 14 is usually 70 to 100 per minute. Damn, but as you can see here in this story, Rebecca's is more than double that. We rushed her to the local ER and they decided to transport her to Cook Children's. And then the story goes on to say that 3 other kids within the last week were admitted into the hospital for the same exact reason, an overdose on diphenhydramine, aka Benadryl. And apparently Rebecca made a full recovery and the doctors said that she shouldn't have any long-term health effects. But obviously, we can't say that for the 15-year-old girl who died from this challenge in Oklahoma. It's really sad and unfortunate that kids or teenagers think that they gotta do these challenges to find fame or get views on TikTok. I'm telling you, man, in the age of social media and that constant chase for clout and fame, you know, just upping the ante, trying to do the most extreme things to bring shock value to people so that you can get more views, it's just toxic, man. Honestly, it's tiring. And I know most of you aren't out here doing this kind of shit, obviously not, but it's just like, for those of you who are, please stop, because not only are you hurting yourselves, but you're hurting your family members and your friends who care about you. And the people who are viewing these videos, they don't care about you. You're not gonna build a legit fan base or an audience by doing this dumb shit. And if you do, they're gonna expect that same kind of content from you because that's what they signed up for. And then as soon as you stop trying to do challenges that put your life on the line, you'll start to see your audience or your quote-unquote fans disappear because they were never really there for you in the first place. They were just there to see you fumble. It's the sad reality of things, but it is what it is. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comment section. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Links are down below in the description. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn on bell notifications now so you can always be alerted whenever I upload a new video. And with that being said, it's your guy Destiny, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Destiny, that was a crazy video. If you guys have any like problems at school and shit and you need to like heal it or do anything like that, talk to somebody, light some sage to get rid of bad energy, find a homie that you know is actually going to be there for you at difficult times, and just smoke some weed. If you have to use any drug ever, smoke some weed, bro. And it's not even a drug, bro. It's a plant. God gave this shit to us. He put it on this planet for us because he knew that people needed this shit. But yeah, man. Lates.